I'm Amy from Doodle Dog Designs.
Last summer I got this picture at an auction and I like it because of the picture frame. It's similar to these other picture frames that I have that have cross stitch and perforated paper embroidery projects in them. It has some problems, but all the pieces are here. So I'm going to take it apart and clean it real good and then make a design to put in it. I'm going to make a perforated paper design, then stitch it and put it back in here.
So what I want to do with this frame is make a perforated paper embroidery project. I currently have 2 of the perforated paper projects in my house that are from the Victorian time period. On this one, the motto is embroidered in German. You can see the perforated paper here and the embroidery. Here I've got 2 more frames of that style, and this is where I want to hang that smaller frame up on top of that. I'll probably move those 2 frames closer together. This frame
is missing the leaves at the corners, and it has a newer cross-stitch design. I actually picked this up at a thrift store and aged it a little bit and then put it in this frame. And then this one is actually an old perforated paper design. You can see it's got some problems to it.
But if you step back, it's hard to see the flaws.
So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off this old wire. I will put new fresh wire on it when I get it finished. Now I need to get these nails out so I can get the back off. Just wiggling the nail back and forth with some pliers. That one worked pretty well. I'm hoping this one goes as well since it's a bigger nail head. There we go. Now I can take it apart, and I'm hoping that this picture comes right out. Perfect. This is a nice picture. I'm definitely going to keep this. I will use it for something else.
I'm spraying some wood cleaner on the frame and leaves, and then I'm taking a clean rag to wipe all of the dirt off. I will also use some glass cleaner and clean the glass.
Now I will let all of this dry. My wood is dry now, so I'm going to reattach these, and I can tell from the way the wood is stained that they go this way, because if I put them this way, it doesn't cover the light parts in the wood. I've got some wood glue, so I'm going to apply some wood glue to the back. Place it on, and then I've got some clamps. So I've got that clamped on. I'll move on to the next corner. I do have a little bit of dripping glue here on this one, so I want to wipe that off before I walk away to let this dry. The frame is dry now, and you can see it really looks a lot better than it did before. So now I'm ready to work on my embroidery project for inside of the frame.
So I looked online at some antique embroidery designs
for inspiration to see kind of how they make the letters and everything, and I've drawn this out for my project. You can see it fits in here just fine. It's the 4x6. I'm going to use this red and this gold. This gold will be for the cross, and the red will be for the letters and probably the swirl. And I have some different color of perforated paper that I have had laying around for a while. So I have this darker khaki color, and then I have 3 different shades of more of a cream, lighter color. So I want to decide which color I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one, which is a 14 stitches per inch. It's hard to see it, but you can feel it. The shiny side is very smooth and the other side is not as smooth. And the shiny side, smooth side is the front side.
I'm going to transfer the pattern to the perforated paper by running it through the printer, and the sheet is bigger than my printer can handle. So I'm going to cut the perforated paper down to be an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet, and then I can use it in the printer. I scanned my pattern into the computer and I touched it up a little bit with my graphics program, and I made it into a PDF file, and I want it to be printed the actual size. I don't want it to be scaled any so that it will work properly for my picture frame. When I print cardstock, I have to take all the other paper out in order for the cardstock to go through properly, so I'm going to assume that this is going to be similar, and I have taken out the other paper and I'm going to put my perforated paper in, and I'm going to put it shiny side up, smooth side up, because I know that my printer, it just comes straight out and the printed part will be on the top. So you'll have to figure out how your printer works and do it accordingly. You can see that it printed pretty well, and I'm going to use all 6 strands of it. Well, you could use any needle that will fit through the holes. You don't need a sharp needle. A blunt tapestry needle will work just fine. And I'm going to start on one side and I'm going to work my way over so that way the variegation will flow nicely. I'm going to start on this far edge. When I was looking at some of the different perforated paper antique designs, I did notice that there are a variety of ways that the people will stitch them. Some use long stitches at an angle and some use short stitches. For this project, I'm going to use long stitches. And on the back, I am tucking that end under my thread here. In order to conserve floss, I'm making my stitches on the back be small. So I'll come back up from the back and I'll hold close to where I went down to the back, instead of going back and around in a circle with my stitching. So here on the back, I could come up right next to it in this hole, or I could come back over here into this hole. You can see that that's going to use more floss and really doesn't change the appearance on the front any. It won't make much difference on these short stitches, but when you get to the longer stitches, it will make a lot of difference. Now, when I get to this part here, I'm going to go all the way up to here and make that be a really long stitch. Then I think I will do a shorter stitch there, just around the R out. So I'm just going to keep stitching in this way, making my stitches at an angle and as long as they can be. I want to make sure that I cover up the printing of the letters, the dark area, so you can't see that. And also, when I change threads, I want to think about what shading I finished stitching with, so that way I make sure that I continue on with that same shading in the next section that I stitch. I finished stitching everything that I had on my printout, the design that I made, but I feel like it needs something to tie it together, some greenery. So I drew some
vines onto my design, and then I transferred those to some graph paper. Even if I had planned these from the beginning, I wouldn't want to print them onto the perforated paper because they might not end up right on the spaces when they print. These other designs, when you print them, you can just make the letters just slightly bigger in order to cover up the printing of the letters so you can't see that. But with the vines, since it's just going to be a single line, it would be difficult to cover that up if it ended up being in between the spaces. So I've got this drawn out here, so I'm going to use this green. I will start here. I've got a little bit of a swirl here, and it's going to start above the dot of the I, and this is just going to be like a regular cross stitch chart. I'm going to put an X here, and then I'll draw this back stitch. And the X is meant to be a little leaf. The original picture was a portrait style, and I am making this project landscape, so I'm going to need to move these. I need to be on the short sides instead of the long sides to make that work.
Now I'm going to use the glass from the frame to
try to get this centered on here.
And then I will draw around the glass, and then I can cut out the perforated paper to the correct size.
I have these glazier points I usually use when I'm putting pictures back together. And then I have some wire. This is picture frame wire that I'm using here. It's a bunch of wires that are twisted together. Makes it a little bit more substantial than just a piece of wire. Now it's ready to hang.
Be sure to click the like button and subscribe below. I'll see you next time. Bye.